Hello everyone, I am back with another Etheria restart video. Today, let's dive into the topic of rerolling accounts and explore the best characters to choose from the targeted summon banner. I will start by sharing my personal recommendations for the best characters to reroll for. Of course, this is just my perspective. If there is a character you truly enjoy playing, you should absolutely go with your preference. Okay, let's start with the character who is in the rate up banner, Messiah. He is an amazing character, good for both PvE and PvP contents. His invincibility will be a pain to be dealt with in PvP arenas. His neutral element also play a major role in PvE contents. Next will be the new character Mio. She is the best control character. You guys may know how broken Kraken was. Now make him a 5 star. Yeah, that is Mio. She feels like a epitome of freeze. She makes PvE bosses like Doki Doki feel like a cakewalk. Glazing aside, she is an amazing PvE and good in early PvP contents till the players get the Bulwark set which grants immunity for a turn. She can also steal turn meter and inflict wound on enemies, which is essentially a heal block. Next is Henrich, the go-to dispel character for everyone. With his debuffs and buffs, he controls the flow of the game efficiently by making your team deal more damage by increasing the crit damage taken by the enemies. He can also prevent enemies from healing and getting a buff with his debuffs. His dispel comes in handy on Inferno difficulties where enemies have immunity buffs. Finally, Lily. Many praise her to be the best, and for example, Vulcan really loves her playstyle the most, and she deserves every ounce of the praise. Again, glazing aside, what can she do? She provides a team-wide speed buff, and her twin trick enables immediate action of an ally. She boosts crit damage, and her skill 3 reduces the cooldown of an ally, simultaneously extending enemy's cooldown, and she enables follow-up attack. Targeted summons. My recommendation is to avoid pulling on targeted summon banner right away. Instead, wait until you have accumulated a sufficient number of summons. Let's say enough to get 4 SSR characters from permanent banner. This way you can still pull your favorite characters from the permanent banner while using targeted summon banner to strategically fill any gaps in your team. Now let's go over the characters so you can choose from the ones that suit you best. Keep in mind that the order in which I mention them is completely random and not meant to be indicate any priority. I grouped the characters into 3 different categories for ease of access: pure DPS, tanky DPS, and support/support DPS. First will be Rimolka, a really strong DPS. Her skill 3 is straight up counter to bosses like Doki Doki, who relies on minions to deal damage. The splash deals massive amounts of damage. She can slow down enemies, recover certain percentage of her health, and can also deal increased damage based on missing health on enemies. Next will be Rosa. She is a follow-up character who does damage when your team lands a crit. She pushes back enemies' turn meter and also provide speed and crit buff to your entire team, making her one of the best DPS character who can pair well with Lian. Ziada, one of the characters I really love. Using her skill 1 will steal the buff from enemies every time she gains a buff. Her passive evolves, increasing her attack and crit damage up to 3 times. And based on her passive level, her skill 3 cooldown reduces 1 per level. If you are on a long fight, be ready to spam your skill 3 again and again, dealing AoE damage to enemies. In pure DPS role, Chloros is a top tier single target DPS who can do follow up every 10th hit on an enemy and has a huge multiplier. If you love to set bosses like Terror Maton or Union Boss, he is your go-to. Make sure to place him in Union Assistance if you build one. Will really be helpful for your Union. Next will be Tanky DPS. Bond. My favorite, I pull him in both accounts I used on beta. He is a great tank who deals huge damage while fighting with 4 enemies and can perform multiple hits if the enemy units got defeated. Anyone can defeat the enemy, by the way. It is not required for him to finish them, and I don't know if this is a bug or not, but he did multiple hits on Union Boss, which is a single enemy mode. If this is not a bug, He pairs really well with Chloros. He deals certain percentage of his max HP as damage, and he converts his attack into HP on start of the battle, and his skill 3 can dispel buffs on enemies. Tiamat is also a HP scaling character who can provide shield and heal for her entire team. She can taunt enemies, safeguarding your team from attacks, and in some cases, the taunt will really help in dealing with bosses. She can also boost the healing she receives and deal true damage based on certain percentage of her HP in her dragon form. Hellkit is a attack scaling shielder who inflicts attack down and stun on enemies. His Shroud Barrier grants a huge shield and also provides immunity to your team. Rahu. Rahu is a defense scaling character who can increase his defense based on other characters' attack. He can boost team defense and also reduces enemies' defense. He also boosts his basic attack damage based on his defense and his passive, dealing a considerable damage while still being a tank. Finally, Lilith, who scales upon HP, reduces opponent's speed and has the ability to stun enemies when they try to remove her debuff, inflicting a massive damage scaled of Lilith's HP, inflicting stun on enemies. Support and support DPS character. Claws is a really amazing unit for controlling enemy speeds. Sadly, her nerf takes down her superior speed control, but still she can inflict hack on enemies, reducing the damage dealt by them to the team, while increasing the damage received by the enemies. She can also reduce the enemy defense and speed by a considerable amount. Beyontin is a healer who wakes your team from their graves to deal damage. She can revive your team indefinitely, speed up allies with the lowest turn meter, and boost your team's crit damage, attack, and make an ally to take immediate action. She is one of the best supports in the game. Tsukuyomi is a defense scaling character who can cast silence on enemies and can make an ally to take immediate action and boost speed and attack of all allies. Veronica is a character who uses her HP as currency. She can reduce enemy attack, increase her turn order if the enemy attacks her, also provides shield to the entire team. She can steal buffs from the enemy and redistribute them among the allies and become unkillable for a turn. Selene is a dot character who specializes in controlling enemies, particularly their ability to activate skills and passives. She can deny enemy passives and skill using silence and forget debuff, and can provide a team-wide shield that can reflect a portion of enemy damage. Mia is a healer who can provide shield to your ally with the least HP and also push back enemy turn meter, reduces the skill cooldown by 1 turn for the whole team, simultaneously healing them. And that's all for the overview. Who are you going to pick among these characters and what's your strategy for day 1? Please do comment on the video. Thank you. See you soon.